Hello kids!
Welcome back to Kulsirisart School's online class. I am Teacher April and today I'm with...
Teacher Irish!
Okay, for today's science lesson, we're going to talk about characteristics of living things, which can be found on chapter 1 in your book. Are you ready?
Yes, open your book
Alright.
now.
Okay, let's first define what are living things. Living things are things that are alive.
What do you mean by alive, Teacher April?
That means the things that has life. The things that can move, that can eat food, and that can breathe air.
Do you consider yourself alive?
Yes.
Of course.
Okay. Now, let's see the different examples of living things.
Okay.
Now, let's see the different examples of living things. We have here humans, just like you and just like me.
Humans can also be called people?
Yes.
Okay.
We also have here animals, just like your pet at home, like dog and cat. And the last one, we have here plants.
Teacher April, how do you consider plants as a living things? Can you see them breathing?
No, we can see them breathe, but they are considered as a living things because they eat food and they can grow.
Oh, okay.
Alright? Now, what are the different things that a living thing needs in order for them to stay alive? We have here food.
Food,
We also have here,
water,
and of course, we have here
air.
These are the three things that living things need in order for them to stay alive. Again, we have food,
Food,
water,
water,
and air.
air. Teacher April, I have a question.
Yes, what it is.
Where do we get the air that we breathe in?
Oh, that's a good question. We get the air that we breathe from plants. Plants releases oxygen, whereas we humans releases carbon dioxide.
Okay, that's great. Thank you for that information, Teacher April.
Okay. Now, if there are living things, there are also non-living things. What are non-living things?
Non-living things are things that are not alive. They do not move by themselves. They do not need water and food.
Yes. Just like, for example, we have here car. We also have here school supplies, just like crayons, pencils, scissors, and many more. And we have here stone.
Teacher April, I am curious about one thing.
Yes, what is it, Teacher
You
Irish?
said that living things moves, right?
Yes.
And I see a robot moving. Now, do you consider robot as a living thing?
No.
Why?
Robots are considered as non-living thing because they cannot move by their own. They need humans to manipulate them, just like car, jeepneys, and all other vehicles. They need humans to manipulate them. That's why they are considered as non-living thing.
Okay, thank you, Teacher April.
Okay.
Now I know.
Alright. Okay, now let's proceed to 7 characteristics of living things. Let's start with
Movement,
second,
reproduction,
third,
response to stimulus,
fourth, respiration, fifth, excretion, sixth,
nutrition,
and the last one is
growth.
Those are the 7 characteristics of living things. Now, are you ready to talk about them?
Yes, I'm excited, Teacher April.
Let's go. Okay. Let's start with
Nutrition. Nutrition is the process of getting food to grow and be healthy.
It's the process by which we eat food that we get vitamins, minerals, carbohydrates, proteins, and many more.
Many more, yes.
Okay. The next characteristic of living thing is respiration. What is respiration?
Respiration is the action of breathing. Living thing needs air. Non-living thing does not need air. Teacher April, what is the action of breathing?
It's the way we inhale and we
Exhale. Again, Teacher April.
Inhale
And exhale. Wow.
yes, respiration is the action of breathing. It's the way we breathe oxygen
yes.
from the plants.
Yes.
Okay. Next characteristic is growth. A living thing grow just like what's in the photo. From egg, it becomes chick, and from chick, it becomes a chicken.
Just like them.
Yes, just like you. You were
From-
a baby before,
And-
and you become a child.
And then?
You will become adolescent, and then adult.
Yes.
That means you are growing. Okay, next, we have here reproduction. A living thing makes young.
What do you mean by that, Teacher April?
That means a living thing can reproduce. Just like mummies, they can produce babies.
Yes. How about chickens?
Yes, they lay eggs.
Lay eggs.
And after they hatch the egg, it will become chick.
Wow.
Yes, that's what reproduction means.
Does it mean you have people are multiplying, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and the next characteristic is movement.
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 What is movement, Teacher April?
A living thing moves on its own. Just like what's in the photo, you can see there that the bird is flying.
Is it also the same, teacher, when the students are dancing in front of the camera doing TikTok?
Yes,
Is
that's movement.
Is it an example of movement?
Yes.
Teacher April, can you dance?
No, not right now. Okay, again, a living thing moves on its own.
Yes, I agree.
The next one is response to stimulus. A living thing responds to changes around it. Just like what's in the photo, the lion is chasing the deer. Now, for the deer to protect itself, it will run far away from the lion because the lion might eat him. That's what response to stimulus means.
Does it also means that it's like a defense mechanism, teacher?
Yes.
For example, my mom is going to hit me. Of course, I feel scared.
Yes.
And then I have to run for my life.
Yes. Another example. When your mom gives you a chocolate, what will you feel?
Of course, I will feel happy.
And what will you say to your mom?
Of course, I will not forget to say thank you.
Okay. Response to stimulus is basically explained as the way you react to what is happening around you.
Okay, I get it. Thank you, Teacher April.
Okay. Next one we have here excretion. What is excretion?
Excretion. A living thing removes waste on its body.
Okay. Or excretion is basically explained as the way we pee or we poop. Just like what's in the photo. Now, a living thing do this process because we need to eliminate the toxic substances in our body. That's what excretion means.
Teacher April, what will happen to our body if we don't do excretion? Can it be dangerous?
Yes.
Can we die if we don't excrete?
Yes, our body might be poisoned by the toxic substances inside it. That's why we need to do excretion. We have to poop and pee.
Teacher April, I want to ask,
What
why
is it?
does our excretion or the things that we excrete smells bad?
Because those are chemicals from the food we ate.
Oh, okay.
Those are the 7 characteristics of living things. Again, we have movement,
Movement,
reproduction,
reproduction,
response to stimulus,
response to stimulus,
respiration,
respiration,
excretion,
excretion,
growth,
growth,
and nutrition.
and nutrition.
Did you get it?
Yes.
Okay, don't ever forget that. Alright, now are you ready to review?
Yes.
Let's summary what we talked about earlier. Okay. Things can be
living,
and non-living.
Living things need food, water, and air.
Whereas non-living things does not need food, water, and air.
Living things grow and make young.
Whereas non-living things does not grow and make young.
Also, living things move on its own.
Non-living things does not move on its own.
Next, also living things respond to stimulus.
Non-living thing does not respond to stimulus.
And last, of course, living things remove waste from its own.
Whereas non-living things does not remove waste from its body. Okay, now are you ready to answer your book?
Yes.
Okay, before that, I want you to get your Science Inside Out Class Book 2 and open it on page 10 to 11. Are you ready?
Yes, we are ready.
Now, let's answer number 1. The direction here is you have to fill in the blanks with the correct words. Choose your words inside the box.
What are the words inside the box, teacher
Okay,
April?
we have here need water.
Next, we have respond.
We also have make young,
We also have need food,
need air,
move on their own, and lastly,
grow.
okay, let's begin.
Okay, I will read number 1. Faye bought some fish in a tank. A few weeks later, he found more fish in his tank. This shows that living things. What do you think is the answer?
Write it down.
The answer is make young.
Very good.
Make young.
Wow. Okay. Next, let's proceed to number 2. Mint went on a trip with her family for a week. When they came home, the plant by the window died. This shows that living things.
What do you think is the answer?
Write it down.
The answer is living things need water.
Yes. From time to time, we get thirsty, right, teacher April?
Yes, and so was plants. Okay. Next one. Chan noticed that he could no longer fit into the pants he wore last year. This shows that living things.
What do you think? Write your answer.
The answer is living things grow.
Yes. I hope you're getting the correct answer.
Okay. Next, number 4.
A deer runs away from leopard. This shows that living things. What do
The
you
answer
think?
is respond. Okay. And the last question is, Ning could not find her rabbit. It was beside a rock a while ago, but it was no longer there. This shows that living things. What is the answer? The answer is move.
Very good.
Alright. I hope you get all the answers right. That's all for today. Thank you for listening. I hope to see you soon. Bye!
Bye.